Good morning. Listen, the woman that you want to become, your dream version, who's showing up confidently, she's not giving up on herself. She's not quitting before she even gets started. She has self-respect and self-love. She's disciplined. She's already within you, okay? There is nothing that you can't do. I tell you guys this every morning because it's true. I don't even have to know you to know that, but I need you to know that, okay? If you are tired of your own BS, you're tired of living in fear, you're tired of watching other people live a life that you want to live, you're tired of starting and stopping, then this live is for you, okay? The problem with you is you live in fear. Good morning. And fear is keeping you trapped. See, on this live, fear stands for fuck everything and run, and that's what you're doing. You have so many brilliant ideas, but the problem is you're so afraid of what people will say. You're so afraid of looking stupid. You're so afraid of failing. And that fear that you have is what's keeping you trapped. Good morning, good morning. Go ahead and start double tapping the screen, you guys. I'm gonna teach you how to become your dream woman, okay? Somewhere along your journey, you lost your light. You lost your confidence. You lost your discipline. You lost your consistency. But I'm gonna teach you how to get it back, okay? And for those of you guys who want to build a business, understand this, you can have one. See, I believe that if you thought the thought, that's because you're capable. See, God wouldn't put an idea in your head if you weren't capable of achieving it. So the fact that you thought it means that you can. But again, you don't believe that you can. You don't believe that you're talented enough. You don't believe that you have good ideas. We got to fix it today. We got to fix it, you guys. Now, what I need you to understand is your content should be generating you income. Yes, it should, all right? Every time you go live, every time you post pictures, stories, anything that you do on these apps, you should be generating income. You should be building your business. You should be living in your purpose. And if you're not, that's because you're doing something wrong, okay? But no worries, we're gonna fix it today on this beautiful Thursday. I also want you to understand that you should be generating income while you're asleep. See, the version of you who's showing up confidently, she's running her business, she's being consistent, she's generating income while she's asleep. Yes, she is, okay? She's waking up to deposits. So if you're not doing that, we have to fix it. It is diabolical how you spend so much time on these apps. I know I'm talking to somebody. Good morning. Some of y'all are on these apps for 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 hours a day. It's damn near a full-time job without the pay for you. Shouldn't be like that, okay? If you are on these apps not monetizing anything, we have a serious problem that we have to fix today. All right. And last but not least, what I want you to know is you only need one digital product, ladies. See, a lot of y'all think you need about 50 products in your store and you're overwhelming yourself, but you really don't. You only need one. And that one digital product that you choose to create and sell will literally change your entire life. How do I know that? Because my digital product changed mine. You guys, I've been doing this for 5 years, and when I first launched my first product, I lost over 100 pounds. Yes, all right. I was a very big girl. And in my weight loss journey, I learned how to eat right, I learned how to exercise, and I have fixed my mindset. So what I did was I took all of that knowledge I learned and put it into an ebook and started selling it to other people who also wanted to lose weight too, okay? So please, ladies, do not overthink. I just need you to start. There's something that you already know, and whatever it is, you should be monetizing it. And if you're not, we're gonna fix it, okay? Now, what I wanna know is who on this live, good morning, is fed up of their own BS. If that's you, go ahead and put me in the chat. And what I mean by that is you're tired of always starting and stopping. You're tired of not thinking that you're capable. You're tired of giving up on yourself. You're tired of talking yourself right about your good ideas. You're tired of living in fear. If that is you, go ahead and put me in the chat. This is a judgment-free zone, by the way, so it's okay, y'all. We all are not perfect. None of us are perfect. It's okay. But I want to know who I'm talking about today, or who I'm talking to this morning, because the version of you that you want to be, she doesn't start and stop. She follows through. Any idea that she has for herself, she goes and gets it. And we're going to fix it today if that's not you right now. I also want to know who on this live, good morning. I also want to know who on this live has no clue as to what a digital product is. Good morning, Kia. If you don't have a clue, it's okay. Go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm going to teach you. And I also want to know who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck. Who's fed up with that? Good morning, Katniss. If that's you, go ahead and put me in the chat. And if you've never seen my face before, good morning, happy Thursday. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up their life mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of the leads. You guys, you can have a business in anything, especially in 2025 and beyond. I don't think you're not capable. The problem with you is you got things going on in here that's stopping you from reaching your goals, okay? So we have to fix that so that your inner world can reflect your outer world, okay? Now, I'm gonna be giving you guys a lot of tea on this live. Very good, welcome, so glad to have you. I'm gonna be giving you guys a lot of tea. Your head is gonna be spinning. I'm gonna teach you what a digital product is. I'm gonna teach you how to create it, and I'm gonna teach you how to sell it. I'm also gonna teach you how to build your confidence, okay? What I know about you is you're gonna forget, because life be lifing and stress be stressing, and I promise you, you're gonna forget 95% of what I said. But if you take notes, thank you, and you write it down, anything that I do say that you happen to forget, you can still refer back to your notes and get it done, okay? So go ahead and grab your pen and paper. Also start double tapping the screen, TikTok and YouTube, thumbs up the live. The more we interact with this live, the more TikTok will push this live to more women, okay? There are a lot of women who are tired of their own BS. There are a lot of women who are tired of not following through, going off of the mood and not the plan. And there are a lot of women who would love an online business, but their mindset just isn't there yet. So let's push this live out so more women can get this information too, okay? So if you have your pen and paper in hand and you're ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat, because if you're ready to learn, I am ready to teach. Also, I want you guys to write this down while I wait. You are worthy of success, wealth, and happiness. You are worthy of success, wealth, and happiness. Ladies, don't you ever forget it, okay? Yes, you are. You are worthy of all of the things. Don't let anybody try to convince you that you're not. Don't even allow yourself to convince you that you're not, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. So what is a digital product and how will we build our business? So a digital product is something you don't have physical possession of. So you can think of a movie on Netflix, a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession. It's all out in the cloud somewhere, okay? You can create anything to sell. Please, ladies, do not overthink. Yes, you are worthy of all of the things. I love the energy. Absolutely. You can create anything, okay? Anything at all. The sky is your limit, okay? So when I first started, I lost 100 pounds and I taught people how to lose weight, how to eat better, how to exercise, and how to fix their mindset, okay? So there's something that you already know about that you should be monetizing today, okay? You could do an ebook, you could sell an e-course, you could do a private community, you could do workbooks, journals, affirmation guides, anything you want to do, okay? Anything at all. So please don't overthink. Now, what I'm gonna do is give y'all 2 apps, and these apps will change your entire life if and only if you actually use them, okay? I want you guys to write this word down. This is important, and I'm going to be saying it, I spelled it wrong. I'm gonna be saying this word a lot on this live because I need it to stick. Execute. We gotta execute. We cannot keep talking about what we're gonna do one day, maybe, if, no. We have to do it. Some of you guys scroll on social all day. You watch all the self-development videos, you're watching all the coaches, but you're not executing anything that you've learned. And that's the problem, okay? We gotta do it. We have to put our excuses to the side and get it done, okay? All right. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, good morning. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. And for those of y'all who have never seen my face before, good morning, happy Thursday. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to build their online business, but also how to build themselves. Ladies, you can have a business. I don't have a doubt in my mind that you can't. The problem is you live in fear, and that fear is holding you back. The excuses, the procrastinating, all the negative self-talk that you do on a day-to-day basis is holding you back. We have to fix ourselves so we can reach the goals that we have, okay? Don't you ever forget it, all right? Good morning. App number 1, write it down. Make sure you guys are taking notes. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Good morning. Thank you, Alex. C-A-N-V-A. Write this app down. Let me turn the mirror on because I forgot. We backwards. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Now, some of y'all might already have this app, okay? But my question is, are you using it? Or is it just collecting storage space? I need you to use it, all right? And you can use this app for anything. So maybe you want to sell your digital product and you want to promote through your content. You need some pretty templates for your videos. You can get them off of Canva. Yes, Anna, I love Canva. Canva's like my best friend, okay? So y'all better start using it if you're not already. Your YouTube channel, I tell y'all to start a YouTube every day. You can get your YouTube thumbnails off of there to entice people to click on the video. They got thousands of templates, okay? Maybe you want to sell an ebook, but you want it to look all professional and pretty. They got hundreds upon thousands of ebook templates in there. I promise you, you will find something that matches your brand. You just have to use it, okay? Now, before we get into app number 2, I know a lot of you guys live in fear, okay? I already know. And you're fearful that you're too old. Some of y'all really believe that you're not tech savvy, and some of y'all think it's too late for you. Let me go ahead and clear that. Good morning. First, what I want you guys to understand is this, ladies. You woke up this morning. That's a blessing, okay? Which means you have another opportunity to work towards your goals. Some people did not wake up, which means they don't have any more opportunities, but you did. So instead of you taking life for granted and bullshitting your way through, scrolling on social all day, watching Netflix movies all day, gossiping on the phone all day, how about we lock in and work towards our goals? Yeah? Every day that you wake up is another day that you have to work towards them. So start utilizing the blessing that you were blessed with. It is never too late until you are 6 feet under. I don't care how old you are. Age ain't nothing but a number. Number 2, for those of y'all who don't believe you're tech savvy, yes, you are, because you use technology every day. Some of y'all, your phone is glued to your hip 24/7. You are on social all day scrolling. You will use that same tech savviness that you already have to build your online business, okay? So stop trying to psych yourself out of something. You can use your phone, and you will use your phone for your business. And last but not least, for those of y'all who do think you're too old, what did I tell you earlier? You can sell your knowledge. And if you are older, you have a lot of knowledge that younger people don't have. So you have a lot of things that you could be selling, okay? Okay. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Listen, I know I'm not the coach for everybody because I am a solution-based coach. Your excuses are not going to get far on my live. Absolutely not. Because any excuse that you bring, I promise you I have a solution for you. Try me. Try me. I never get money from internet. Well, that's going to stop today. You are going to monetize your knowledge. You're going to monetize your platforms, and you're going to build your business, okay? I'm telling you, y'all better lock in so y'all can stop clocking in. App number 2, write it down. Here we go. Chat GPT, good morning. Fear of failure or embarrassment. I love it. Listen, Catanese. Listen, let me explain something to you. Fear stands for fuck everything and run. And a lot of y'all are running away. A lot of you guys have brilliant ideas, but you're letting fear take over and talk you right about the ideas. We've got to stop worrying about what other people think. The version of you, your dream version of you, she's already within you, okay? When you think about your life and how you want it to be, she's already within you, okay? Would your dream self be worried about somebody who doesn't pay your bills? Would the dream version of you care about people who you wouldn't even trade lives with? No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't give a damn. So you're going to start embodying that today. Stop worrying about people who don't do nothing for you. What is their opinion? Why do you allow their opinion to affect what you do? Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. In the dream version of you, she walks in her truth. She does what she wants. She lives life on her terms. She's not worried about others, okay? This comes back to not having confidence in ourselves. That's what this boils back to. So we've got to build ourselves up so we can build our business, okay? Yes, we got to build that confidence, ladies. Somewhere along the line, life beat you down. I already know. And now here you are today, not believing that you can do the things that you can do. If you had the thoughts, that already shows you you're capable of it. God would not have put the idea in your head if you couldn't do it. Okay? All right. App number 2, Chat GPT. This is AI. This is AI, okay? And you will be using this for everything. Now, they do have a premium version, which is $19.99, I believe, and they have a free version. You are good on the free version, okay? Yes, Anna, do it anyways. You are good on free, okay? So build your business, generate income, and then upgrade to the premium version later if you want to, okay? Now you will be using chat for everything. You gotta use it for everything, okay? So maybe you wanna create content, but you're not too sure what to say in the videos. Chat will script the video for you. Now all you have to do is say the words. Yes, this is how we live life on easy, okay? Maybe you want to sell an ebook, which is what I'm going to teach you how to make, but you're not too sure what to put in the ebook. Well, what if I told you AI will write the entire ebook for you from beginning to end in under 30 seconds? Yes, okay, this is why I keep telling y'all it has never been easier than today to build your online business. You're making it hard, okay? The thoughts you have going on in here is making it hard, so we got to stop that. Now, I gave you Canva and I gave you chat. We're going to put it together and write the ebook, okay? If you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Good morning. If you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. And if you are not taking notes, you are doing yourself a serious disservice because I'm about to give you prompt number 1. How can we execute if we don't remember what to do? Because I already know you're going to forget. I already know this. So write it down, okay? Good morning, good morning. And if I say anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. TikTok number 2, can we get some hearts on this live? The more we interact, you guys, the more TikTok will push this live to more women who are tired of their own BS, okay? They want to start a business too, but they got some things going on in their mindset that's stopping them from getting it done too, okay? All right, prompt number 1, y'all ready? You're gonna open up chat. In the search bar, type this in. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10, good morning, digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you've got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Remember, closed mouths do not get fed. No student of mine shall be left behind. Let me know you got it or if you need it to be repeated. And don't forget, you are worthy of respect. You are worthy of respect, meaning you are worthy of self-respect and you are worthy of respect from others. How about that? Stop allowing people into your life, into your energy, who do not respect you, who make you feel bad about yourself, who make you feel insecure, who doubt you, who call you names. How about we stop doing that? Because the version of you who you want to become, your dream self, she would never tolerate it. So let's stop tolerating it today. Very good, Katniss. Anybody else got that? If you need for it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Remember, closed mouths do not get fed. Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. You're going to hit enter. Y'all got that? Going once, going twice. Okay, very good. You're going to hit enter. Now, for those of y'all who are just tuning in, we said a digital product could be anything. So it could be an ebook, e-course, workbooks, journals, affirmation guides, anything, okay? Don't overthink that. Now, I want y'all to write this down, okay? This word, this word says consistent. Write this word down because we got to define it because a lot of you guys are very confused. So let me go ahead and unconfuse you. Consistent. Some of you guys, first of all, make sure y'all underline this and then circle it. Circle it 1,000,000 times. Okay, we got to log in. A lot of y'all believe that the word consistent means when you feel like it. Anna said, that's my struggle. Listen, let me tell you something. A lot of y'all believe it's when you want to, every now and again, every 6 months. No. Consistent means more often than not. So if there are 7 days in a week, consistent means at least 4 out of those 7 days, okay? If you truly want a business, if you truly want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, if you truly want to build your confidence, you are going to have to be consistent, ladies. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are going to have to start showing up consistently if you truly want to change your life. You don't have a choice because this whole every so often crap is not working. So let's do something new. Now, it is so much easier to be consistent when you choose something off of the list that chat gave you that you actually like. I want you to go through the options that it gave you and pick something that you like. If it gave you 10 things and you don't like none of the ideas it gave you, then ask for 10 more. Keep asking until you find something that you truly want to do. Because when things don't feel like work, when you're having fun, it's easier to be consistent. And it's that consistency that builds the business, okay? It's that consistency of pouring into yourself that builds your confidence, okay? Ladies, as women, we thrive with creativity, okay? Women, we're very creative creatures. But we can't be creative when we feel like we're doing work all the time. When you're always stressed, when you're trying to do that hustle, work, that's very masculine. That is extremely masculine, okay? That's not what we're doing. That's not gonna work. So let's make life easy for once. Let's get out of that hustle, never sleep mindset. Let's step into femininity. Let's be creative, right? And choose something that you love to do so you can easily be consistent and actually build the business, okay? Consistent is constant discipline. Yes, Slim, absolutely, okay? All right. One more thing I want you guys to write down. Write this down. This is extremely important, ladies. Money flows where energy goes. Money flows where energy goes. As women, I used to be guilty of this too. We got our energy going to too many places. We got our energy in all these different places. We give energy to our spouse. We're giving energy to kids. We're giving our energy to our aging parents, our friends, our coworkers. And by the time you get to yourself, you ain't got no energy left. You're drained. You're exhausted. You're tired. That doesn't work. You are going to have to start putting yourself first, okay? That does not make you a bad wife because you want to work on your business. That does not make you a bad mother because you want to reach your goals. That doesn't mean you're a bad daughter because you want to put yourself first for once. Money flows where energy goes. Stop always saying yes to people. Stop always doing for people. Start doing for yourself. You deserve happiness too. Your dreams matter too. I need you to start saying no more often than you say yes. No, you cannot give them a ride. No, they cannot borrow money. No, you cannot go here and do that. No, you are going to start pouring into yourself. You are going to start prioritizing self, okay? Money flows where energy goes. The more energy you give to yourself and your dreams and your business, the more it will flow, okay? All right. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Thursday. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up their life. The version of you who's running her business, she's posting her content, she's confident in herself, she's already within you. She's already within you. We just have to unleash her because she's buried under the fear. She's buried under the self-doubt. She's buried under the inconsistencies. Okay? We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Prompt number 2. So once you choose the product idea you want to use, you will then put this in chat. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Good morning. If you got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. And remember, the key word of this live is execution. I already know you're going to forget, okay? We're human. Life be lifing. Please write it down so when you do forget, you can still refer back to your notes and execute. We got to execute, ladies. That's the only way it's going to get done, because talking about it and manifesting it is not going to make it get done. A business does not just fall on your lap. No, it doesn't. You have to work for it. Anything you want, you have to work for. If you want to lose weight, weight loss doesn't just fall on your lap. No, you got to put in the work. You got to eat less. You got to exercise, right? It doesn't just happen. You have to execute the plan. If you've got that in the chat. Let's go, ladies. Remember, closed mouths don't get fed. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning. Y'all got that? Y'all got it? Do you got it? And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, I am teaching you how to build your online business from scratch, okay? So we're making the ebook, and I'm going to tell you how to sell it. We're also building our confidence. I'm teaching you guys how to change your mindset so you actually get it done. Become the version of yourself who actually follows through this time. Let's stop giving up. Let's let today be a new day, okay? Let's take a new path. Okay, very good. Y'all got it. Very good. You're going to hit enter. Now, this is what I mean by it has never been easier than today to build your online business, because chat literally wrote the ebook for you. This is soft life. Okay, we're going to get out of this hustle culture. We're going to step into soft life. Okay, that's easy. I ain't say nothing hard, so don't think you can't do this. You will then copy what chat gave you and paste it into Canva. Good morning. You will copy and paste, okay? Life can't get no easier than that. So you're gonna open up Canva. In the search bar, you're gonna type in ebooks, hit enter. Thank you. You're gonna hit enter. It's gonna give you hundreds of thousands of templates. Just pick your most favorite one, the one that matches your brand. You can change the colors, add pictures, do all the things. You will copy and paste. Now, write this down. KISS, this is an acronym. It stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Ladies, some of y'all, a lot of y'all are master overthinkers. You overthink from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, and it keeps you stuck because nothing gets done. I don't even know how you operate like that. Stop. Just make sure that it is clean, simple, and legible, okay? Stop overthinking. We're not doing that no more. Thank you, Dr. Nicole. When you are done copying and pasting, you love the way it looks, you will download it as a PDF file. PDF. P as in Peter, D as in dog, F as in Franklin. She said that's me. I already know. I used to be like that too, okay? So this is a judgment-free zone. It's okay, but we gotta stop, okay? Let's stop doing that today, all right? When you are done downloading it as a PDF file, You will upload it to your hosting site. Write these down. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, and Shopify. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. We're building our online business. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. These are some of the most popular hosting sites. Yes, there are plenty more out there. These are some of the most popular ones. And you only need one, okay? You do not need to put your product on all. No, you don't. Do we all have this so far before we move forward? Remember, closed mouths don't get fed. No student shall be left behind. Are you taking your notes? Are you taking your notes? How about this? Write this affirmation down because I want some people to let me know they got this. How about this affirmation? My daily habits create my soft life. My daily habits create my soft life. So the soft life that you want to live, thank you, Deborah, the soft life where you're not stressing out about bills, where you're not depressed and crying all the time, where you have confidence in yourself, that starts with the daily habits that you choose day to day. All right, very good. All right, so these are our hosting sites. My daily habits create my soft life. Yes, absolutely. So choose wisely. Are we sleeping in or are we going to get up? Are we going to talk to people who drain us or are we going to put our energy into our goals? Are we going to move our body so we can have good health or are we going to sit on the couch all day and get fat? Okay, very good. Very good. Just so y'all know, I lost 100 pounds. I know what it feels like to be fat, obese, whatever you want to call it. Been there, done that. It's not fun. So every day I move my body so I never have to go back to 340 pounds. Okay? Okay. Now, these are our hosting sites. You just choose one. Now, let me tell y'all this. Let me give y'all some words of wisdom. Listen. The beauty of having a coach, having a mentor, is they teach you things to do and not to do, all from their own personal experiences, okay? I have had my online business full-time for 6 years, okay? Changed my whole life. Made more money than I ever could have imagined, all from my cell phone, laptop, and Wi-Fi. But I would be lying to you if I did not tell you I also made a lot of mistakes on my journey. Yes, I did. One of the biggest lessons I learned in business, entrepreneurship, life, this is life advice. Ladies, we have got to get a handle on our finances. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. See, a lot of us believe, and I used to believe this too, the reason why we live paycheck to paycheck is because we don't have enough money coming in. When in reality, a lot of the times, the reason why we live paycheck to paycheck is because our spending habits are horrible. When I started really making money, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, I was broke as hell. Broke as hell. I never used to understand how people could make so much money and still be broke until I lived it. All this money coming in, but I'm spending like I didn't have any sense. Buying hair, buying clothes, going on vacation, DoorDash, just going crazy and still overdrawn. The reason why I was always overdrawn every month was because I didn't have any damn discipline. I didn't know how to tell myself no. I never put myself on a budget. I never learned financial literacy. You will continue to live paycheck to paycheck no matter how much you make if you do not learn how to get a handle on your finances. Fix it. The reason why I'm telling you this is because these hosting sites have fees. When you're an entrepreneur, ladies, you have got to start doing some accounting. What goes in, what comes in versus what goes out. Okay, otherwise you gonna be in the red. Now, I use Stan Store. I love Stan. Stan is great. But Stan is $99 a month. That is very expensive if you just getting started. If you're brand new to all of this, ladies, you don't have any sales yet, no, you're not going on Stan. Cross that out. That's not for you. Instead, I want you on Gumroad, Gumroad, because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. They charge you 10% for every sale. So until you make income, you don't have to spend it. That's a great place to start. Now, what I know about you is this: you will generate income. How do I know? Because you're taking notes, you're asking questions, and you're gonna execute, meaning you're gonna actually put in the work. So when you do start generating income, then come to Stan. Because Stan has a lot of features that will help you expand your business. Let me tell you this, ladies, listen very closely. People today, they love payment plans. They love them. Buy now, pay later is taken over. Stan Store has Afterpay and Klarna. You will make more money if you have buy now, pay later options on your site, okay? But for now, just start on Gumroad, build your business, get some traffic in, and then once you do start generating income, then transfer everything to Stan Store later, okay? Okay. Now what we just did was we made the ebook. That's what we did. We took Canva, we took chat, we put it together, and we wrote the ebook. Now I'm gonna teach you how to sell it. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys, sales is 80% of the business. That means it's more than half. So we gotta get it right. We have got to get sales right. But before we get into sales, I wanna make something very clear. That process of copying and pasting and making that ebook should not take you longer than 2 hours. Honestly, it shouldn't take you longer than 1. But listen, I'm gonna give you some grace and I'm gonna give you 2. And I don't care how old you are. I don't give a damn. Age ain't nothing but a number. Good morning. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we have a serious problem. One problem that you might be struggling with, I used to be guilty of this too, you want to be perfect. Let me guess, you're just a perfectionist, right? So everything about you just must be perfect or it's not right. You're the woman that's going to waste 6 months of her life that she'll never get back because you have to be a perfectionist. You got to overthink. You got to have some OCD. You got to think you're not good enough. Then when you do decide to actually get started, you're going to overthink that. You're going to take things out, put things back, overthink, call yourself stupid 10 million times, get frustrated and give up on it. And then you're going to waste another 3 months because you just got to be perfect. And then when you do decide to get started yet again, you are going to go ask 20 people what they think you should do with your business. Meanwhile, the people that you're asking, they don't even run a business. And these aren't even people that you want to trade lives with. But for some reason, their opinion means so much to you. And then when they do give you their opinion, you're going to listen. You're going to care. And then you're going to overthink some more. Next thing you know, a whole year has gone by and you haven't gotten shit done. Another year, no business, no confidence, no discipline, a waste. She said, I feel targeted. Good. Listen, what I need you to understand is this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the truth will set you free. Ma'am, you are not perfect. Ain't shit perfect about you. But it's okay because I'm not perfect either. Ladies, none of us are perfect. We are perfectly imperfect. What you really are is scary. She said, don't share the truth. No, the truth will set you free, Deborah. I gotta let you know. You are scary. You're living in fear. And what did I say? Fear on this live stands for fuck everything and run. And that's what you're doing. So many of you guys have such brilliant ideas. And you're running away because you're so fearful of looking stupid. You're so fearful of failure. You're so fearful of people laughing at you. So what you choose to do is nothing. And if you want to dig even deeper, this is self-sabotage. That's what this is. The reason why we self-sabotage is because our brain is trying to protect ourselves, trying to protect our ego, okay? You can't handle feeling disappointed in yourself if it doesn't work out. So your brain tries to protect you from feeling disappointed by second guessing, by overthinking, by giving up before you even get started, by running back to what's familiar. That's self-sabotage because you're trying to protect yourself from feeling disappointed. But you already told me that you're tired of your own BS. That's what you said. You said you were tired of not having confidence in yourself. You said you were tired of always giving up. You were tired of overthinking. You're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You're tired of being depressed. That's what you said. Every day that you live like that, you're still living in disappointment because there's things about your life that you're not 1000% happy with. Listen, I'm trying to help you fix it. I want you to glow up your life. I want you to become that dream version of yourself who's confident. She's showing up. She's doing what she loves. She's living in her purpose and she's making money. But we cannot do that if you don't start. We cannot do that if you keep giving up. We cannot do that if you keep trying to be perfect. Ladies, it will never be perfect. Your ebook, your digital product, your content, your business, it'll never be perfect. Never. So stop trying. Stop wasting time. I want you to launch your product. Stop overthinking. Just launch and understand that you will get better along the way. Everything that you do over and over and over again in life always gets better. Running a business is no different. You didn't always know how to read. You read just fine now. How? Because you had to do it over and over. You didn't always know how to walk, but you walk just fine now. How? Because you do it over and over. Your content will get better as you do it over and over. Your digital product will get better as you make more and more. So just accept that it will never be perfect and you're still going to launch. Regardless. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste some words is because you're distracted as fuck. It's the truth. Yep. See, ladies, when you get off work, you could work on the business, you could work on your goals, building your confidence, keeping the promises that you make to yourself, but you choose not to. You would rather sit on the phone and gossip with your friends about Cardi B and who she's pregnant by. When you do have time off, like the weekend, you could work on the business, but you choose not to. You would rather sit on the couch and binge watch Netflix for hours. Late at night, when the kids are asleep, you could work on the business and working towards your goals, becoming your dream version. But again, you choose not to. You would rather scroll social media all night long, laughing at funny videos. And the reason why we distract ourselves in the first place is because we're trying to escape. That's escapism. There's things about your life that you're not 1000% happy with. And instead of just facing it head on and fixing it, you feel more comfortable escaping from it. But what if we build a life that we truly love, that gives us purpose, that we no longer feel the need to escape from it? So this is what you're going to do today. Turn the TV off. Put the phone on do not disturb. Tell your girlfriends you will talk to them later. You're building your business. You're working on your dreams and you're becoming your dream version. You're going to sit down at home. You're not going to Starbucks because let's be real. You get distracted there. Don't lie. You're going to sit down at home. You are going to start your ebook and you're going to finish it. No, you're not coming back next week because don't lie. You know you're not going to come back. You're going to start it and you're going to finish it. 2 hours is all you need. If we are crystal clear on those instructions, go ahead and put clear in the chat, because respectfully, there's no point in even talking about sales if you don't have anything to sell. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Thursday. My name is Coach Jazz. I teach women how to glow up mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all of the leads, the dream version of yourself. She's already within you, ladies. She's already there. She's just buried under the fear, the procrastinating, the excuses, the self-doubt. She's buried under the lack of confidence. We got to unleash her. You can be anything you want. I tell y'all all the time, if you even thought the thought, that's because you're already capable of it. God would not put an idea in your head if he didn't think you could do it. So if you have the idea, that's already confirmation that you can do it. Now we just got to do it. Make sure you guys follow me so you don't lose me. Also, double tap the screen. The more we interact with this live, the more TikTok will push this live to more women who are fed up of their own BS. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about sales. Now, I told y'all earlier, sales is 80% of the business. That's more than half, okay? So we got to get this right. We don't have a choice. But I'm going to be honest. Most people fail at sales. Yes, they fail here, okay? But before you run away, before you freak out, before you overthink, wait. It's not because sales is hard, because honestly, sales is not hard, but people's mindsets and the things that they think in regards to sales is what makes it so hard. People think sales is hard because they say things to themselves, well, Jazz, I'm not a salesperson. What if I talk about my product too much and people unfollow me? What if people think I'm being annoying? What if people think I'm begging them for money? Thank you, Deborah. So before we talk about sales tips, let's fix our mindset when it comes to sales. First of all, I want you guys to understand this. Selling is not begging. Selling is solving. It's as simple as that. You are not begging anyone for anything. Good morning. People have a problem. You have a solution. That's it. That's it. You're not begging people for money. So whoever told you that, stop talking to them. Number 2, you don't have a choice but to remind people about your product all the time, because people will forget. Life be lifing and stress be stressing. They're not thinking about you. Why do you think I keep telling y'all to take notes? Because I already know you're going to forget. I already know that. But if you write it down, you can still get it done. Why do you think I keep telling you guys the keyword of this live is execution? You've heard me say that about 20 times so far, because I needed to stick in your head so that you don't forget. People have to be reminded that you exist. Otherwise, they will forget. All of your favorite businesses remind you all day that they exist. Look at Amazon. Listen, we're all Prime members, right? We all have a Prime subscription. We all know who Amazon is. And they still remind us that they exist. Yes, they do. You can't even go 2 miles down the street without seeing that damn Amazon truck. That blue truck with the smiley face? Yeah, they did it on purpose to remind you they exist. So anything that you need for your house, order from them. If Amazon is reminding people all day, every day that they exist, why aren't you? They're not worried about people unsubscribing from Prime. They know you're not going nowhere because they know you want that 1-day shipping. For those of you guys who have seen my face before, maybe I'm not a new face to you. I've been doing this for 5 years, okay? 6 years, actually. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Threads. I'm all over the internet. How is it that I'm able to show up every day teaching people about Glow Up Academy and not worrying about people thinking I'm being annoying? because I know I have a solution to people's problems. People want to learn how to be confident. I teach them that inside Glow Up Academy. Women want to learn how to be the woman that actually follows through. I teach her that all inside Glow Up Academy. People want to learn how to be more disciplined and accountable, build their confidence, become their dream version, build their business, monetize their content. I teach them how to do all of that inside Glow Up Academy. I'm not worried about people thinking I'm begging them for money. If they unfollow, I don't give a damn. They weren't ready to glow up, and that's fine. They'll come back when they're ready. And because I have that energy with my products and services, I sell, and I sell a lot. And because Amazon has that energy with their products and services, they sell, and they sell a lot. And if you want to sell a lot too, ladies, you are going to have the same mindset. You don't have a choice. Okay? So let's go ahead and talk about sales. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, put a 1 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. Happy Thursday. My name is Coach Jazz. I teach women how to glow up. She said, I took my first big step last night, finished my first product on Canva. I set it up on Gumroad too. Hey, this is what I'm talking about. Congratulations, D. We execute on this side of the internet. We don't make excuses. When we say we're going to do something, we do it. We stop letting fear dictate our life, because the only way you're going to reach your goals is by doing it. It doesn't just magically happen. Maybe you want to buy a house, but you got to fix your credit. Your credit just doesn't fix itself, right? You don't just wake up with good credit. You got to put in the work. You got to stop spending money you don't have, right? You got to pay down the balances on them credit cards, right? You got to save up for that down payment, right? It doesn't just happen. You got to put in the work. But what happens when you put in the work? You always get what you want. Okay? All right. Sales. Now, one thing I want to address is the elephant in the room. A lot of you guys are afraid to start your business. You're afraid to change your life because you're so afraid to fail. So let's go ahead and define what failure is, because a lot of y'all are very confused. A lot of you guys think failure is when you post your first YouTube video, and if you don't get 10,000 subscribers in 10 minutes, then you failed. Some of y'all really believe that if you launch your first ebook and you're not a millionaire by the end of the week, then you failed. Some of y'all think that if you post your first TikTok video and you don't get 10,000 views in 48 hours, then you failed. That's not failure. See, failure only exists when you quit. When you throw in the towel and you say, you know what, Jazz, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I give up. Then you have officially failed. But if every single day you commit to just getting a little bit better, I'm not even asking you to do a lot. Every day, just do something a little bit different than you did yesterday. That's not failure, because you're still committed. You're still trying. You're still showing up. Maybe yesterday you hit snooze on the alarm and overslept. How about today you just get the hell up? Maybe yesterday you didn't move your body at all. How about today you walk 2K steps? Maybe yesterday you didn't post any videos. How about today you script the video and you post the video tomorrow? Maybe yesterday you scrolled on Instagram for 2 hours. How about today you only scroll on there for 30 minutes? Every day we're just committed to getting a little bit better and improving ourselves. And as long as you do that, you didn't fail. So stop thinking failure means you failed, because it doesn't even exist. As long as you don't quit, you didn't fail. So for those of you guys who are so afraid to fail, just don't quit. Now you don't have anything to worry about. That's it. Okay? All right. I wanted to address the elephant in the room because some of y'all confused as hell. All right. Sales tip number 1. Write this down. Content is king. Distribution is queen. Content is king, distribution is queen. Let's define this so it makes sense. Okay, let's start with the content is king parts. My goal for you is to have you posting content consistently. See, it's the content that we post that's going to let people know about our products, right? We're gonna post videos to let people know about our ebooks, our private community, our e-course, whatever it is that you're selling. We're gonna let them know through our content. So we're going to post consistently, okay? The distribution is queen part. Not only will you start posting consistently, I also need you to build at least 3 platforms, bare minimum. Why 3? Because 1 is too close to none, ladies. Like that one income you have at that one job. If they laid you off tomorrow, what would you do? You'd be freaking out, trying to figure out how you're gonna pay them bills. If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it like they were trying to do this time last year, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out. Like all the other TikTokers who only had their eggs in a TikTok basket. I teach my students, you guys, we have to stay proactive so that we never have to be reactive, okay? Stop trying to set yourself up for failure, all right? Build 3 platforms. And it's not hard to build 3. I promise you it's not. The same exact video that you post on TikTok, you can throw it on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. It takes an extra 5 minutes. I do it all day. I promise you it's not hard. Now, which platform should you grow? Well, that's 1000% up to you. You got a lot of options. I always suggest starting with the platform that you're always on. So if you're always on TikTok, start a TikTok. Obviously, you like the app so much because you're always on it. And then just choose 2 more. But let me tell you this. YouTube is the most watched platform. See, a lot of y'all confused. A lot of y'all think it's TikTok. No, not even close. There are more people watching YouTube than any other platform. YouTube has even replaced cable TV. So I am going to urge and encourage you to start your YouTube channel. Just show up consistently, talk about your products, your journey, whatever it is you're trying to teach people how to do, and monetize. YouTube also pays more per 1,000 views than TikTok ever will. So not only can you sell your digital products on YouTube, you'll also get paid more for the video itself. So start your YouTube channel and you can thank me later. Now, before we even get in to step number 2, I know a lot of ladies live in fear and you're letting fear take over right now. We haven't even really gotten started yet, but a lot of y'all don't even think you can do what we just talked about. You're so fearful of failure that you're not even listening anymore. You're saying things like, Jazz, I don't know if I can do this. You want me to post consistently? I got to finish my ebook. I got to make 3 accounts. This just sounds hard. And I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Okay. Well, before you run away, like you always do, let's stop. Just listen for 2 seconds, okay? What I already know about myself is this. I can't convince you of anything. That I don't have the ability to convince you of anything. So if you want to believe that posting content, creating a digital product that AI is gonna write for you, and making a TikTok, if you wanna think that this is so hard, I'm gonna let you think that. I'm not gonna convince you otherwise. You're right, it's hard, okay, cool. But let me just remind you of something. Living a life that you're not 1000% happy with is also hard, okay? Going to a job that you can't stand is hard. Not having confidence in yourself and being depressed is hard. Waking up every day and never getting to do the things that truly make you happy is hard. And you do that every day. See, that's what fear does. And you let it. You allow fear to convince you that you can't do shit. Meanwhile, there are things that you're doing in your life that's harder than this. that you still manage to get through every single day. I noticed that, and I used to be guilty of this too. A lot of us women, we never want to give ourselves credit where credit is due. Like never. We never do. There were things that you went through, that I went through in my life that were really hard. Maybe you lost somebody dear to you, right? And in those moments, you didn't think you would overcome that. But you did. You did. You're still here. And here we are today, doubting our ability to copy and paste some words that chat wrote for you into a Canva template. Really? Really? Some of you guys are single parents. You don't have help at all. The father of your child isn't helping you. Grandparents aren't helping you. You are literally doing it all by yourself. And you get through that every single day. But yet here you are today, doubting your ability to record a 30-second TikTok video and hit upload? Really, ladies? Really? Your confidence is that low? Look at what you already do. You're damn near superwoman. And you're sitting here doubting your ability to start an online business that AI will literally help you with every single step of the way. That's what fear does. And you let it. And I don't even have to convince you of this because you can see it for yourself. There are people on these apps who are in worse off situations than you. And they still show up working towards their goals. There are women on this app with more kids than you with no help. And they're still posting content, trying to build their business and set their kids up for the future. There are people on this app with real disabilities. I'm not talking about some damn ADHD. No. There are people on this app who can't walk. They're in wheelchairs. They damn near live in a hospital bed. And they still show up working towards their goals, trying to monetize their platform, doing what makes them happy, with all that on their back. There are people on this app who lost it all. They lost their job. They lost their house. They lost their car. But they didn't lose hope. And they still show up, just trying to do better, build their business, live life on their terms. Some of y'all don't even have half them problems. Let's be real. Let's just call a spade a spade. Some of y'all maybe. Some of y'all really might be going through something. God is really testing you right now. But some of y'all absolutely not. Some of y'all are sitting pretty. And then here we are doubting our ability to do this. It's got to stop. Seriously, it has to stop. Listen, you can do this. Stop letting fear trying to hold you back from what you deserve. Stop. Listen, my online business changed my whole life. I've been doing this for 5 years, almost 6. I have made more income than I ever could have imagined off of my damn cell phone, a laptop, and some freaking Wi-Fi. I now have peace. I have purpose. I get to do what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. I have freedom. I didn't always have that. Listen, before I started my online business, before COVID, I lived a very different life. I used to be miserable as hell. I used to have a 9-to-5. And I was so excited when I got that job, you guys. It was my first full-time job with benefits, okay? I got offered that job when I was 23 years old. They were about to pay me $60,000 a year. Oh man, I thought I was about to be rich. See, I was always used to fast food. That's what I came from. I used to work McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Hardee's, Chick-fil-A. I worked all them damn chains. But when I got this job at 23, I thought I was about to be rich. I thought my life was about to be amazing. See, I bought into the American dream bullshit that they sell all of us. I bought in back in high school. They told me, go to college and get a 4-year degree. Get a good job with benefits and stability and work for 30, 40 years. Retire at what, 76 now? You're gonna be broke as hell because there's not gonna be any Social Security, but you're gonna be too old to work, and then you can just die. And I said, okay, sounds like a plan. Everybody's doing it. I guess I should do that too. So that's what I did. I went off to college and got me a 4-year degree. Cost me $40,000. Graduated, got my first full-time job 6 months later. $60K a year. So I decided to move out of my mom's house. I was sick of her rules anyways. I was like, I'm gonna get my own place. Went out and got my own apartment. But I didn't stop there. I told y'all I had really bad spending habits. Don't judge me, okay? I decided to go out and get me a car note. See, I already had a car that was paid off, title in hand, but it was old. No push to start, no leather seats, no touchscreen. It just wasn't giving boss. So I decided to go out and get me a brand new Dodge Charger, top of the line, $450 a month. And just so you know, with expensive cars comes expensive car insurance and expensive gas. After I paid all of my bills for the month, your girl was broke as hell, paycheck to paycheck. That wasn't my only problem. I had to start paying back them damn student loans. See, at 23, I thought the government was just joking. I didn't think they really wanted their money back when it came to student loans. I thought everybody had student loans. No, they're serious and they want their money back. See, they'll give you 6 months after you graduate to get on your feet. They won't call you. They won't send letters. They want you to focus on getting a job. But best believe when that 6-month mark hits, they're sending you forms because they're going to tell you how much you can afford to pay based off of your tax returns. And they saw that since I made $60,000 a year, I didn't have any kids, no dependents. They said I should be able to afford $400 a month. What? 400? Yes. And it's not up for negotiations. That's the price. I had 11 student loan accounts that they lumped under one monthly payment of $400 a month. Every month that I didn't pay those student loans, which was every month because I genuinely couldn't afford it, I got 11 missed payments on my credit. In the course of 1 year, y'all, I can't make this up. 121 missed payments. My credit was shot. 520. And just so you know, you can't bankrupt those. I already called. They stuck with you to the day you die. And they will garnish your check. Trial. I had another problem. I hated my job. See, college didn't prepare me for corporate America. I had no clue what I was walking into. Now, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I grew up very sheltered. I was very naive in my early 20s. I didn't know what I know now, okay? I thought everybody was just so damn happy because I was happy. No. People in corporate America are miserable and they will make it their life mission to make you miserable too. I didn't know. And just so you know, I worked with all women and I was the youngest one there. I was prey, okay? I learned in corporate, they'll smile in your face and they'll act like they really like you. They do all the fake shit. See, they'll do the Thanksgiving potlucks in the break room to make you think you're all just one big happy work family. They'll do secret Santas. Everyone puts in a gift in the pile and they all pass it around. They'll do all that shit. They'll even buy you a birthday gift. Everybody in the department comes together, chips in $5 or $10 and they buy you something, but they don't like you. They'll even invite you out to happy hour off the clock, but they do not like you. Don't you ever get confused. I was confused. I thought they liked me. They'll even invite you to their wedding. They'll invite you to their house. They'll do all of it. They'll even text you off the clock. But best believe every single thing that you say, They're sending emails to management to get you fired. I had no clue. 6 months into having that job, you guys, I was ready to quit. I was miserable and I hated it. I must have put in hundreds, if not thousands of applications to get out. Nobody was calling me back. I couldn't even get an interview. So I'm broke as hell. I have really bad credit and I'm miserable at my job. For the first time in my entire life at 23 years old, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced what it feels like to be trapped, consider yourself blessed. God has his hands on your life. But let me give you some context. See, trapped feels like no matter what you do, it's not going to get no better. You could try all you want to be positive. Go ahead and have a positive mindset. But it feels like it's nothing but negative ass shit from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. That's how trapped feels. You can pray all damn day and beg God, get on your knees, but it feels like he's not listening. It feels like he's ignoring you because nothing's getting better. Your life feels like a freaking nightmare that you can't wake up from. And you can try to work overtime and get a part-time job so you can get ahead of all these bills you have, but it's like something always comes and slaps you in the face. Now your car won't start. Or you get a boot on your tire because you have too many parking tickets that you can't afford to pay. It's always something. And no matter what I did, it's like it wasn't getting no better. I was miserable. I was crying all the time. Didn't even want to have to get out the bed. You ever cry before you even clock in? That was my day-to-day routine. Before I even clocked in, I would sit in my car and cry. You ever brought your job home with you? So you've already clocked out. You are at home and you are still replaying the toxic ass conversations that you had at work. I couldn't even sleep anymore. I was so damn miserable. So I started drinking. I didn't know how to deal with it. First, it was just a few drinks a week to calm my nerves, to go to bed. It turned into every day. I became an alcoholic over a freaking job. I hated my life. And the reason I'm even telling you this is because if any of my story resonates with you, you are already doing something hard. Living a life that you are not happy with is hard. Going to a job every day that drains you is hard. Crying every day because you are so depressed is hard. The reason why I was so miserable and depressed was because I had nothing in my life to look forward to. Okay, I didn't have any hobbies. I didn't have anything that made me happy. My life was on repeat. Get up, go to work, be miserable, come home, cry, drink, sleep, repeat. Who wouldn't be depressed? That's miserable. But now I have purpose. I get to wake up every day doing what I love. I don't even hit snooze on the alarm anymore because I'm so excited to start my day. I don't even remember the last time I cried. You guys, the beauty of having an online business is you can do whatever your heart desires. Don't ever let anyone try to convince you your idea is stupid. It's not stupid. Don't ever let anyone try to convince you that your idea is far-fetched. No, it's not. You see people every day for yourself doing the darndest things on the internet, making millions. But guess what? They get to get up every day doing what they love. They have peace, they have freedom, they have purpose. You can't even put a price tag on that. But you let fear hold you back. You let all this overthinking hold you back. Stop overthinking and just do it. There is nothing that you can't do. I keep telling you that because it's true. But unfortunately, somewhere in our journey, we lose our light. Sometimes life just has this tendency to beat you down, to the point where you have no more confidence in yourself. You don't even believe half of what I'm saying you can do. You think you're that 0.00001% person that's just not going to work for it. That's what you really think. Maybe you were in a toxic relationship. Maybe you had some toxic family members. Something happened along the way, and here you are today doubting your ability to do anything. You can do this. And let me just say one more thing before we move forward into step number 2. I need to make sure you hear me. I hope you realize that if you work 8 hours or more, like how I did, you realize you spend more time at work with people you don't even like than you do with your own family who loves you. You realize that, right? See, I literally worked 9 to 5, okay? So I'm in rush hour traffic, which should have only been a 20-minute drive to work was an hour. An hour to work, an hour back, 8 hours at the job. Well, really 9 because you had a lunch break. 9 hours at the job. That's 11 hours out of my day gone. By the time you get home, you are drained, exhausted, tired. You only get a few hours to spend with your spouse and your kids before it's time to put everyone to bed and do it again the next day. Just to look forward to the weekend. But respectfully, what the hell are you looking forward to? Because Friday you still worked. So they still got 8 hours out you. Saturday is the only day that you have to do what you love. Sunday, not so much, because you gotta what? Prepare for the work week, right? So you gotta cook, clean, do laundry, go to the grocery store, and mentally prepare yourself for the bullshit sitting on your desk come Monday. Ladies, that's not living. That's surviving. Life is meant to be lived, not survived. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but this is what I do now. The God that I serve, he loves me. And he didn't put me here to be crying and miserable and drinking every day. Why would he create me to believe that there's nothing special about me? Why would he make me for that? He didn't. He made me for a very special purpose. And he allowed me to find it. He made you for a very special purpose too. Your life is worth more than bills. Your life is worth more than slaving away at a job to make someone else rich while you're scraping for pennies trying to make ends meet for your household. Yes, it is. There is something extremely special about you that you should be monetizing. Stop letting fear hold you back. Stop letting people tell you what you can't do. Stop listening to them. Listen to yourself. I told you, if the idea was even put into your head, that's because you can do it. God would not tell you something and give you an idea if he didn't think you could do it, if he didn't build you for it. But he did. You had an idea for something, so he's talking to you and telling you to go get it. But you keep living in fear, and that's what's keeping you trapped. Let go of the fear and do what you are meant to do and get paid for it. So that you can finally have confidence, so that you can finally build a life that you want, so you can finally have freedom. You can do this, ladies. Don't ever forget that. Okay? Now, let's talk about this content. Let's keep going. Make sure y'all are taking notes. Sales tip number 2. People only buy from people that they like, that they know, and that they trust. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. If they don't like you, not gonna buy. If they don't know you, not gonna buy. If they don't trust you, they're not going to buy. So, how do we get people to like us? Well, in your content, I need you to be relatable. I need you to be authentic. And I need you to target people's pain points. Ladies, stop trying to be perfect. That's not even relatable. The reason why I'm able to build a community is because I'm willing to share my story. I not once came on this live talking about how perfect I am. I have done nothing but tell you things that I've learned, that I struggled with, and that I overcame. That's relatable. People cannot relate to perfection. You are doing yourself a disservice by trying to be perfect because no one can relate to it. I need you to be yourself. However you are with your friends, that's how I need you to be with your online business. Be yourself. Stop trying to hide behind a facade that's not even real. And you know what's crazy? A lot of times we don't know how to be ourselves because we're so busy trying to do what we think other people want us to do. How about you clock that? I used to be the exact same way. I want you to figure out who you are, if you don't already know. What makes you happy? What irritates your soul? What lessons did you learn in life? And that's what I want you to post content about. When you build your community, this is how you get people to buy your products, because your community that you build are going to be the people who buy your products. And before you let fear take over yet again and say things like, well, Jazz, what if no one likes me? That's impossible, ladies. There's 8 billion people in this world. Somebody is bound to like you. And I used to be fearful of this too, okay? Listen, there's a whole world of people out there waiting to hear from you. There are people who have problems that you have a solution to. But you won't even post the content and tell them about your business and what you can help them do because you won't get out of your head. What if I let fear take over this morning and I just wanted everything to be perfect and I got overwhelmed and I didn't even go live? Well, then you wouldn't even be on this live listening to this. I wouldn't have been able to help you because I would have been in my head. But that's literally what you're doing to others. You guys, I have women inside of Glow Up Academy from all over the world. From the UK, Barbados, Jamaica, Canada, Australia, Germany. I'm helping women everywhere become confident and build their business, follow through with what they say they want to do. And you can do that too. But you got to get out of your head and just post the damn video. Now, we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Okay, well, how do we get people to know us? You guys, I need you to go live. Going live is the best way to build your community. Now, is it the only way? No, but it is the best way. Why? Because it allows people to get a sense of your energy and your vibes. It allows people to connect, engage, and interact. And it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all hard-headed, and you're gonna say, well, Jazz, that's great, but I don't wanna go live. I'm gonna just say, fine. I told you, I'm not the coach that's gonna try to convince you of anything. If you don't wanna go live, don't. But let me just remind you that you also said you didn't wanna go to work. It amazes me how many people will bust their ass for a job to make somebody else's business rich, but they refuse to bust their ass to make themselves rich. You guys, you see creators on live all day and all night, selling, selling, selling. You can do that too. And I promise you this, if you go live consistently, you will make more on live than you ever made at that job. Now, some of y'all are like, well, Jazz, I would go live, but I'm just a little live shy. Well, that's different. Listen, the only reason why you're live shy is just because you don't have enough experience. Maybe you haven't done it, or you did it once 6 months ago, but you haven't been doing it consistently. Listen, it's normal to be shy when you're doing something new, okay? We've been on live for about 84 minutes. That means you trust what I'm saying to be true. If not, you would have left. I need you to trust this. If you go live consistently, I promise you, you will get to a point where you are no longer live shy. I can't make this up. I used to be live shy too. Bet you could never tell. Why? Because I consistently did it. Everything in your life that you consistently do, you get better at. I told y'all earlier, you didn't always know how to walk, but now you walk just fine. How? Because you had to consistently do it. You didn't always know how to read, but now you read just fine. How? Because you had to consistently do it. Well, just imagine if you consistently went live. We said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Well, how do we get people to trust us? You guys, there's a reason why I'm telling you to post content consistently. The more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust. I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living under a rock somewhere, but most people work extremely hard for their money, okay? I work hard, you work hard, we all work hard. If you want people to trust you with their hard-earned money, you are going to have to be trustworthy. You don't have a choice. Now, I want to do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who don't have a product yet, sit this out and take your notes. For those of you guys who do have a product, but you're struggling to make the sales that you want, this is for you. First, we got to remove our ego and our pride. Now, some of y'all can't do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing that I can tell you that you don't already know. I'm not going to convince you otherwise. If you want to believe that there's no room for growth, keep thinking that. Just know that your ego and pride will always hold you back. Now, for those of you guys who can remove the ego and pride, and you know there's always room for improvement, I'm talking to you. We have to go to your profile and ask ourselves these questions, and I need you to be honest. Write this down. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Don't you ever forget that. Is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? I also need you to ask yourself this, be honest. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer to any of those questions is no, then you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. There should be no more confusion. But the reason why I say yet is because you can fix it. See, that's the beauty with life, ladies. That's the beauty with business. That's the beauty with everything we've talked about so far on this live. You have the power to fix it. If it's not clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people, fix it and make it clear. If you do struggle with live shyness, fix it. I already told you how. You just have to do it consistently. That's it. But the problem with you is you choose not to fix it. You choose to stay in this trapped mindset. You choose to believe that how things are today is how it's always going to be, and you have no control over your life. That's not true. And listen, I used to believe that too, okay? I used to really believe I was trapped at that job that was draining me and making me miserable, failing to realize I could have fixed it years ago. I could have been left. I chose not to. I chose to throw a pity party. I chose to sit around and cry. I chose to feel sorry for myself. I chose to make excuses. And that's why I was there. You can fix anything in your life that you're not happy with, that's not giving you the results that you want, but you choose every day not to. A lot of y'all really believe that you can't fix things until you have more information. But let's be real, you're not lacking information because you're on social media all day. You have more information than you even know what to do with. Some of y'all already knew about Canva and ChatGPT. You have more information than you need. So it's not a lack of information that's your problem. Your problem is lack of implementation, meaning you don't execute shit. which is why I made the keyword of this live execution, because you don't execute. You're the woman who makes excuse after excuse as to why she can't get something done. You're the woman who keeps talking about shoulda, woulda, couldas, if, ands, or buts, but you never do it. You are the woman who scrolls social media all day and all night long doing nothing. On the weekends, you binge watch Netflix and Hulu for hours doing nothing. At some point, you are going to have to execute, because things do not just magically fall into your lap. You cannot manifest a business. You have to work for it. You cannot manifest weight loss. You have to work for it. You cannot manifest a house if you don't fix your credit. You have to fix it. Whatever you want, you can have, but you have to fix it. But you choose not to. And my question for you is, how much longer do you want to keep living like that? Because you already know where that path gets you. It gets you nowhere. It gets you starting and stopping. It gets you feeling insecure. It gets you depressed. It gets you watching other people live a life that you want. You know this, but yet you still do it. Don't you see how fast time is moving? You realize Christmas is in like, what, a week and a half? And then we're doing the whole New Year's resolution crap. And I call it crap because you don't need a new year to change. How many times a day do you look at the clock and say to yourself, gosh, it's already 10:30? Gosh, it's already 2 o'clock? Gosh, it's already Friday? How? You do that all the time. All day you keep looking at the clock and like, wow, time is just flying by. So you know how fast time moves. And you still choose to waste it. You really believe that you're guaranteed next year. That's entitlement. You feel entitled to time and you don't even realize it. Who told you that you'll be here 5 years from now? Who told you that? But you let life just pass you by and you believe you have all this time when you really don't. Time is moving. And you are blessed with another day. And instead of you locking in and working towards the goals and doing the thing that God put you here to do, you choose to waste it. And you don't even realize it. You're used to doing it so much that you don't even realize that you're doing it. Every day, you should be working on improving your life and becoming that version of you that you've always wanted to be. Listen, she's already within you. The woman that's showing up confident, not caring what people think, building her business or reaching her goals, whatever the goal is for you, whatever it is. Living in her truth, walking her purpose, being around people who love and respect her. How about that? Some of y'all won't even leave the environments that you know you've outgrown. You know you've outgrown those environments. You know you've outgrown that neighborhood. You know you've outgrown those people. You know you've outgrown your friends, and you won't even move on from that. How much longer? What are we doing? In order for you to become the version of yourself that's doing what she loves, that's confident in herself, who's running her business, reaching her goals, there are things about you that are going to have to change. You don't have a choice. Because who you are today does not align with the woman that you want to be. Like I said, you can be her. If you thought the thought, it's because you're capable of it. But again, there are things about you that don't align with that. So you're going to have to fix it in order to get that. One of the toughest lessons I learned on my journey these past few years, your life and the direction it's going in, whether it's going great or not so great, is a direct reflection of the choices you make. Yeah, that hurts. For those of you guys who are struggling financially, your finances are a direct reflection of the choices you make. That ate me up inside, but I had to accept it. I told you guys, I used to always struggle with my finances. Even when I was broke as hell, I was struggling with my finances. And I thought that once I made more money, I would stop struggling with my finances. No. I didn't know how to tell myself no. I was not disciplined. I never put myself on a budget. So when I started making $20,000 and $30,000 a month, I was blowing through it like someone who ain't have no sense. Just spending, spending, spending. And the most pathetic part about it was I don't even know what the hell I bought. I used to never understand how people could make so much and still live paycheck to paycheck. I never understood that until I lived it. Just blowing through money, hair, makeup, nails, DoorDash, vacations, bags, just a whole bunch of bullshit. And then at the end of the month, my Chase account was overdrawn. How the hell are you overdrawn when you're making $20,000 and $30,000 a month? That's embarrassing. But I lived it, and I was going to continue to live like that until I fixed it. I had to fix it. It doesn't matter how much you make, ladies. If you do not put yourself on a budget, if you do not know how to tell yourself no, you will continue to struggle with your finances. You are going to have to fix it. I had to fix it. Maybe you're struggling with your finances, but maybe your struggle is there's just really not enough money coming in the house. Okay. Well, that's still a direct reflection of the choices you make. Some of you are going to say, Jazz, that's not true. How is it my fault when a carton of eggs is $15? It's still your fault. And I'm going to tell you why. See, times have been hard. This didn't happen last week. Food prices and rent prices have been on the rise for years. But every day, you choose to do nothing about it. You could have launched your ebook 6 months ago. You would be making sales today. You could have started that YouTube channel 4 months ago. It would be monetized today. You could have started that TikTok last month. You would be building your community today. Remember what I told you, the community that you build, those are the people who buy your products. But you choose not to. You choose to make excuses. You choose to vent, you choose to complain, you choose to throw pity parties, you choose to Netflix and chill, you choose to go to happy hour, you choose to do all of the things except the one thing that will change your entire life. And my question still remains, how much longer do you want to keep living like that? Because you already know where it gets you. Nowhere. You're going to have to fix it. Listen, I'm not perfect. Ain't shit perfect about me. I already told you that. This whole life, I have told you things that I have struggled with. The version of me that y'all see today is nothing like who I used to be. Not even close. I used to be full of excuses too. I had an excuse for the excuse. I never took ownership for anything. It was always somebody else's fault. It was never Jasmine's. Never. I used to procrastinate too. My motto was, why do today what I can put off till tomorrow? In other words, I'll do it later. Monday, next year, never came. I used to live in fear. I was so afraid to try something new because I didn't want to fail. I used to self-doubt. I used to be my biggest bully. I know you can relate to that. Just always criticizing myself, being so mean, telling myself I'm worthless, I'm stupid, I can't do it, I'm ugly, I'm fat. I used to say all those negative things. How could I be a successful entrepreneur when I'm telling myself how stupid I am? I couldn't. It had to change. I used to always say, Jazz, you could have did better. What the hell is wrong with you? That's how I used to talk to myself on a daily basis. Just disgusting, toxic as hell. But that's what I was doing. I used to distract myself too. Yeah. I told y'all the biggest distraction I struggled with was alcohol abuse. And I told you I started that toxic ass habit when I had that toxic ass job. And you would have thought that once I quit, it would have all went away. No, it actually got worse. I left that job. I was there for 6 years. I just quit. Couldn't take it no more. I just said, fuck it. I left. Didn't have no money saved up. I had just bought a house 6 months before I quit. My savings account was gone. See, I quit during COVID. At least when I was working, I couldn't be drunk for 8 hours because I had to drink. I had to work. Now I'm home. It's COVID. Everything's shut down. I had nothing but time to distract. And that's what I did. So I was always drunk. See, God planted the seed and told me to quit. The plan was I was going to live off of my stimulus for a few months and then build my business, and then my business can take over when my stimulus was gone. Mind you, I don't have any kids, so I didn't have much stimulus to work off of anyways, but that was the plan. And see, I was doing all the things that you do. Scrolling through TikTok, looking at the lives, trying to make it all make sense, digital products, content, watching YouTube videos, how to grow your YouTube, how to grow your Instagram. I was doing all the things, but it wasn't working. I told you the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. That's the truth. See, I wanted to feel good. So I would lie to myself and say, I'm doing everything I can do, but the platforms aren't growing. It's the algorithm. People don't like my products. It's the way I look. All this stuff. It was never because Jasmine was just drunk all the time. I didn't want to admit to myself that I was the reason why. And then I'm getting pissed off at God because he told me to quit. He told me the time was now. He planted the seed. I quit. I'm running out of money. Nobody's buying my stuff. My platforms are not monetized, and my bills are getting further and further behind. I already made a payment arrangement with the lights. They told me if I don't pay it on this day, they will cut it off. I'm freaking out. I'm already behind on my mortgage and a house I just bought, and then they're going to come and start trying to foreclose on that. And I hadn't even been in it for a whole year. I didn't want to admit to myself that I was the reason why. It was still everybody else's fault. It was never Jasmine's. I didn't want to admit that I had a problem with alcohol. So I didn't. Who wants to admit they're an alcoholic? It's embarrassing. It's shameful. It makes you feel like shit. So I lied to myself some more. I convinced myself that as long as I don't drink first thing in the morning, I'm not an alcoholic. Because see, alcoholics, they start their day with liquor. So as long as I wait till about 11 a.m., I'm good. Even though I drink all day, every day, as long as I don't start my day with alcohol, I don't have a problem. But it's like, you can't keep running from yourself. You can't keep lying to yourself. Eventually, you're going to hit a brick wall. And it's like one day God just sat me down. See, I believe God is within you. He's not outside of you. He's not at the church. He's not in your spouse. Your God is within you. So those voices that you hear, that's God talking to you. Those ideas that you have, that's God talking to you. Those gut feelings, that intuition that you get, that's God talking to you. But honestly, a lot of the times, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. You say you do, but you really don't. So you distract yourself with all these things to try to run from him. And he's the only one that can help you. He sat me down and said, Jazz, what are we doing? You have been begging me for a business for years, which is true. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur even before I left that job. The opportunity is right in front of you, and you're not doing anything with it. So what are we gonna do? You're gonna keep doing what you're doing, which is a whole bunch of nothing? Or are you gonna fix it? Are you gonna change? I decided to change. I decided to fix it. I decided to stop drinking. I haven't had a drink in 5 years. I will never touch alcohol again. I am done. But since I decided to change, my whole life began to change. I started to post consistently. My platform started growing. I started making sales. I started to feel good about myself. I started to speak to myself positively. I started to have confidence. Never had that before. All because I decided to change. My business was really starting to business. All because I decided to change. See, what a lot of people fail to realize, and what I didn't realize back then, was in order to get something, ladies, you're going to have to give up something. You cannot have both. In order to get something, you're gonna have to give something up. In order for me to get the business that I had been begging for, I had to give up excuses. I had to give up procrastinating. I had to give up self-doubt. I had to give up fear. I had to give up negative self-talk. I had to give up distractions. I had to give up alcohol. And when I gave those things up, God opened the floodgates of heaven for me. He gave me everything I asked for and more. See, I had just asked God to help me make $60K a year to replace the job. And I even started negotiating with that. I said, God, if you can tell me to make $45,000, I'll be good. I'll make it work. I'll cut the cable off. Just help me get out of this job. He gave me 6 figures. I asked God for 10K Instagram followers. I thought that'd be pretty cool. He gave me 100,000 Instagram followers. I asked God for 5K YouTube subscribers. He gave me 30,000 YouTube subscribers. I asked God for just a little bit of confidence so I could stop crying every day and feeling bad about myself. He gave me a lot of confidence. The woman I am today, anything I want to do, I know I'll do it well. All because I decided to change. See, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. That's what I wanted. But God wasn't going to make me that until I changed who I was. Because who I was 4 and 5 years ago didn't align with who I was trying to become. And He was not going to give me my blessings until I changed. See, God already designed you for the blessings. He already had you in mind when He created the vision for you. But He's not going to give it to you until you change. And you can delay it all you want. Go ahead. You want to waste 5 more years being disobedient? Fine. He won't budge. You want to waste 10 years, 20 years? Fine. He will not budge. He will not give you the blessings that He created you for until you change. You don't have a choice. There are things about you that do not align with the woman that you want to be. But she's already within you. You are capable of her, but you will not become her until you change. And yeah, maybe change is hard. Maybe you're right. but the life that you're currently living is hard. Being depressed is hard. Been there, done that. Feeling sorry for yourself is hard. Been there, done that. Not living a life that you want to live is hard. Been there, done that. Constantly starting and giving up because you don't even think you're capable is hard. Dragging yourself to a job that you hate is hard. So you have to decide, which hard do you prefer? I've done both. But at least this hard comes with peace. This hard comes with purpose. This hard comes with freedom. This hard comes with confidence. This hard comes with income. So you have to decide. Listen, you can be anything you want to be. I've said that about 50 times on this live. I don't even have to know you to know that it's true. But the problem is, the things you got going on in here is what's keeping you from it. The fear, the limiting beliefs, the negative self-talk, the procrastination, the distractions. It's slowing you down. It's weighing you down. You're gonna have to fix it. You are going to have to change. For those of you guys who want to change, I want to help you. See, I can't help people who don't want it, nor am I willing to try. If you are 1000% happy with your life and the way it's going and the results that you're getting, then fine, keep doing it. If you like it, I love it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're not 1000% happy with your life and the way it's going, and you want to change it, I want to help you. Inside Glow Up Academy, I'm going to teach you how to build your online business. Everything you need is in there. Maybe you want to monetize, be a YouTuber. It's in there. Maybe you want to grow your platforms, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Facebook, your Threads. Fine, I'll teach you. It's all in there. I'm on all platforms, monetized. Maybe you want to sell a digital product. Okay, I'll teach you. It's in there. I've been selling digital products for almost 6 years. Whatever you want to do, I can teach you how to do. Maybe you want to go live. Maybe you want to share your story on live and convert people into sales on live, like how I do, how lots of my students do, how other creators do, all day, every day. Fine, I'll teach you. It's all in there. You want to do affiliate marketing, get a percentage for every product you sell? Fine, I'll teach you. I do that too. Everything you need to be successful online is inside Glow Up Academy. But not only am I going to teach you how to build your business, I'm also going to teach you how to build yourself. How to become the version of yourself that actually follows through, who doesn't keep giving up on herself, who doesn't keep talking to herself horribly, who doesn't keep beating herself up for past mistakes. The version of you that respects herself, the version of you that sticks to something and goes off of the plan and not the mood. The version of you that is believing in herself, showing up, just doing better than she did yesterday. That's the version. There are things about you that don't align with who you want to become. And until you change it, you won't become her. You will continue to allow year after year go by in the same spot, getting nothing done, Stop standing in your own way. Stop giving up on yourself. Stop letting fear take over. Let's fix it. Let's change so you can finally get the results that you've always wanted. Inside Glow Up Academy, I teach you how to build your business, but also how to build yourself so you can finally become the dream woman that you've always wanted to be. If you're ready to join Glow Up Academy, I'm gonna show you how. Now, before I let you in, a couple of things. I only let 10 people in at a time because, believe it or not everybody has the same journey. Some people have a product, no audience. Some people have an audience, no product. Some people have a million ideas, but we gotta lock in on one. I told you guys, money flows where energy goes. A lot of times we got all these ideas and we're trying to spread ourselves too thin and then nothing happens. So together we're gonna choose your most favorite idea and then we're gonna build that. And then once that's flourishing, then we'll come back into the pile and choose another one. Some of you guys have no clue as to what you wanna do, and that's fine, we'll figure it out together. Wherever you're at in your journey, I can help you. I've just noticed for myself, having more than 10 people join at one time overwhelms me because I want to make sure I'm able to give you the attention you deserve. So that's why I cap it at 10. Also, I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes, okay? I told you guys, I'm only interested in helping people who want it. I can't convince you of anything and I'm not gonna try. I can't pull you, I can't force you. People who know that they're tired of their own BS and they want to change it, they move. And those are the people that I want to help. So once I show you guys how to join, I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes is up, we're done. It's closed, okay? Also, I'm gonna take the price down. It's a lifetime access, no monthly payments. Once you're in forever, okay? I normally sell it for $597, and I sell a lot. But because you guys sat on this live, you took notes, you asked questions, you were here, and you were present, I'm going to take it down to $249. You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break the payment up so you can still get the discount. Just know once the timer goes off and I end this live, I am taking it back up to $597. 3 people joined yesterday at $597, okay? Okay. Now, I'm gonna show you guys how to join. I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes and then we're done. I'm gonna start with TikTok and then YouTube, I'll show y'all last. YouTube, your instructions are just a little bit different. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna click on my profile picture, up at the top twice. Sorry, the mirror's throwing me off. You're gonna come to my profile. Now, TikTok number 2, this TikTok right here, that's my backup. So my profile looks a little bit different. However, the links are still the same, okay? You're gonna click where it says Glow Up Lounge. You're gonna click this red button that says open. You're gonna click this top button, Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access, okay? Here we are, it's already marked down, $249, that's it. Become the woman who actually follows through, okay? You're gonna scroll down, feel free to read my reviews, I don't mind. Enter your name, quadruple check your email address. You guys, because we're not doing monthly subscriptions, this is a Skool community, okay? I have to manually add you, and we're gonna do it right here on live. The email that you put in is the email that I'm sending the invite link to, okay? So please quadruple check the email address that you put in. Sometimes the autocorrect gets you and it'll invert some letters. So of course I'm still gonna let you in, you're gonna DM me and we're gonna fix it on live, but let's just, make it work the first time, okay? You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break that payment up, enter in your information, hit start my glow up, okay? Before you leave off of this live, I need you to confirm to me that you receive the invite link, okay? You're gonna get 2 emails. And you get 1 email from Stan. You're gonna get the second email that says Jasmine Spencer. That is me, okay? I'm gonna send you the invite. I need you to confirm on live that you got the email, because that is the email. You're gonna click on the button and now you have full access, instant access, lifetime access, okay? So I need to confirm. Please do not leave without letting me know you got that email. I know sometimes you guys are trying to hurry up and get in before the price goes back up, but I need you to tell me you got the email, okay? I'm gonna show you one more time and then we're gonna start the timer. Click on my profile picture up at the top twice. Come to my profile. Remember TikTok number 2, that's my backup. Click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. Click this red button that says open. Top button that says Glow Up Academy, instant access, okay? Top button. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are a little bit different. 1 second. All right, YouTube, you're gonna leave the live. You're gonna come to my channel, click on this link right here that says Glow Up Lounge HQ. When you get there, click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy, instant access, or excuse me, lifetime access. And then here we are, top button, or 249, become the woman who follows through. Scroll all the way down, read my reviews, enter your name, quadruple check your email address. You can use Afterpay or Klarna to get the discount, make the payments. Click Start My Glow Up. Same with you. Do not get off my live until you confirm that you received your emails, okay? And that you got the invite link, all right? All right, I'm gonna set the timer now. 3 people already joined. You guys, we have 7 slots left. For the 3 people who joined, I'm sending the emails now. Some of you guys joined while I'm talking, but I need you guys to still confirm to me that you received your emails, okay? Katie, let me know you got your link. I just sent that. Alex, let me know you received your email. I just sent yours. And Arletta, let me know you received yours. They might not even still be on this live. I need you guys, if you guys join while I'm talking, I need you guys to let me know that you received your email. Y'all know how we roll. Y'all already know how we roll. Now, as you guys are joining, as soon as I get off of live, I hop right inside Glow Up Academy, okay? While you're waiting for me, I want you guys to come to the Classroom tab. Click on the Classroom tab, okay? And I want you guys to start where it says Welcome and Orientation. 1 second. Okay. Welcome and Orientation. This is the very first vault. I want you to start there. Okay. I have a short orientation for you guys. It's a 7-day orientation. The videos are very short, sweet to the point, because I know people ain't got much time. Some people got ADHD. I got you. Okay. Videos are very short. I want you to start every single day. I have a small homework assignment. I have a video and a homework assignment for you. What we're doing here is building self-belief, okay? I already know that you are capable of starting your online business. I already know that any goals that you have for yourself, you can reach. I know this, but I need you to know this, okay? A lot of times we don't know these things about ourselves, but we're going to build belief. How do we build belief? By sticking with promises that we make for ourselves and following through with stuff. So every single day, I have a homework assignment for you to do for the next 7 days so that you can start to show yourself that not only can you start something, but you can finish it. And now you are stacking proof for yourself that you are capable, okay? And that's what we need in order to reach our goals. So that's why I structured it like this, okay? Now, once you are done with your orientation, you choose your path, okay? You choose your path. Not everybody wants to start a business. That's fine. You don't have to. For those of you guys who do want to start your business, I want you to start in the Business Builder Vault. I have a master class in here where I walk you guys through step by step. It's all included, okay? Step by step, how to create your ebook using ChatGPT and Canva, and how to upload it to your hosting site, how to get chat to help you create an irresistible offer, how to price your products. All that's in the master class. In this vault, I also teach you guys how to build your business credit, how to file your taxes, and how to set up your business, whether you want to do LLC, S Corp, C Corp, it's up to you, okay? All of that's in there. Now, maybe you already have a product, but you're struggling with sales. I want you to start in the Marketing Mastery Vault. I walk you guys through how to create content, how to build your audience, what things to say, how to get people to stop scrolling, all of the things, okay? Now, maybe you want to start a YouTube, go to the YouTube Vault. If you want to grow your Instagram, go to the Instagram Vault. TikTok Vault. If you want to go live on TikTok, all that information is in the TikTok Vault. Things to say, how to grow your live, all those things, okay? Now, if you're not interested in starting a business right now, that's fine. I want you to start in the mindset and motivation vault. Even if you do want to start a business, but your mindset isn't where it needs to be, start there. I walk you guys through how to build confidence, how to stop caring what people think, how to let go of fear, how to be yourself, how to do what makes you happy, how to really become disciplined, okay? Lots of videos in here for you, lots of assignments, journal prompts, affirmations, all of those things, okay? Maybe you want to work on self-care and pouring into yourself, then go to the Femininity Vault. Maybe you're healing. Maybe you're going through a breakup, a romantic breakup, a friendship breakup, trauma. I want you to go to the breakup vault, okay? Now, every single Thursday, we do live coaching calls. So tonight, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard. Even if you can't make it, that's fine because you still get access to the replays so you never miss a beat, okay? We are very interactive in here. We are very supportive in here. Be a part of a community of women who are also glowing up. Stop hanging around and being around people who do not understand you. Listen, folks, not everybody wants to do better for themselves. Most people don't, okay? As you continue to level up, you cannot keep being around people who are leveled down. They're going to pull you right back down. It is your responsibility to remove yourself from environments that you have outgrown. A lot of y'all don't want to do that. You want to hold on to the same friends that hurt you. You want to hold on to the same relationships that drain you. And then you wonder why you can't level up. Your community of women who are on the same journey, who are trying to be better every single day, reaching their goals, they're in Skool Academy. You're going to have to change your circle. You don't have a choice. Okay? Okay. Okay, let me check 1 second. And I'm still waiting on Arletta to let me know she received her email. I don't know if she's still on here or not. No, it's not just for men. It's not just for women. I have men in here too, but most of my audience is women, so that's why I catered the live to speaking to women. There's men in here too. Absolutely, you're good. Yes, I got yours. Let me send you the link now. 1 second. You guys, we have 6 slots left, and then I'm closing it out. 6 slots left, and then I'm closing it out. Okay, check your email for me, babe, and let me know you received your link. You guys, please do not leave off of this live until you confirm to me that you received your email. Please, please, please. I want to make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be, okay? Please, for the umpteenth time. I know some of y'all be rushing, y'all are at work, but I need y'all to let me know because I want to make sure you're where you need to be, especially because we're not doing monthly subscriptions anymore. It's lifetime access, so I have to do it manually, okay? And I would rather do it here on live so you are where you're supposed to be, okay? And if there's any hiccups, we can take care of it right here, all right? So check that for me and let me know you received your email. We have 5 minutes left and then we're closing it up. Any questions for me? I know we talked about a lot. We spent a lot of time talking about Canva and chat. We spent time talking about sales. We also spent a lot of time talking about our mindset. You guys, anything you want to be, you can be. All right. I know that sounds bizarre for a lot of people because they don't believe that yet. But I'm here to tell you that you can. Okay. But you're going to have to start keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Confidence is earned, ladies. Confidence is earned, meaning you have to work for it, okay? If you don't have confidence right now, the beauty is it can be fixed. It doesn't have to stay that way, but you're gonna have to work for it. Well, how do we build confidence in ourselves? You do that by sticking to the promises that you make. If you told yourself that you were going to start creating content, then you need to do it. You cannot keep changing your mind. You cannot keep saying tomorrow. You have to keep your promises to yourself. You are important. You are worthy. But we can't build confidence if we keep giving up on ourselves, because you're subconsciously telling yourself that you're not worthy of it. That's what you're doing. You may not realize that's what you're doing, but that's what you're doing. Every time you break the promise that you make to yourself, you are reminding yourself that you're not worthy of it. And then you start to believe it. And then here we are, not believing that we're worthy of our goals. That's a toxic mindset to be in. So, stop doing it. Because the price of staying the same and not being happy and getting frustrated is far worse than the change to do better. Okay? And I don't want to hear, I don't have time. That is not an excuse in my book. Because if you have time to be on social media, then you have time to put yourself first. I need you to become aware that these are choices that you make. I'm not going to coddle you. And I recognize I'm not the coach for everybody. Thank you. Perfect. Perfect. I am not the coach for everybody. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. You have time. You would just rather use your time to do things that don't better you. And then you want to complain and can be confused as to why things aren't getting better. They're not getting better because you don't want them to get better. Or you don't want it enough to where you're willing to do something different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So what are we doing? Make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. You're going to have to start keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Okay? We have 2 more minutes left and I'm closing it out. Let me show you guys again how to join and then we are done. Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, TikTok. You're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile. Now remember, TikTok number 2, this is my backup, so my profile does not look like this, but the links are the same. Click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. Click this red button that says open. And then click this top button that says Glow Up Academy, lifetime access, okay? YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in. Yes, I see you. Let me send it now, 1 second. Okay, check your email for me. You're gonna leave the live, come to my YouTube channel and click on the link right now that says Glow Up Lounge HQ. Click on the top button that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are, $249, okay? Very good. All right, anyone else before we get out of here? Because once I take the price up, it is up. If you are in the middle of making your purchase, tell me to wait. I'll wait a few more minutes. If not, we're done. Make sure y'all follow me so you do not lose me, you guys. They do steal my videos. They make fake accounts and then they turn around and message you. Please do not get hoodwinked, finessed, or bamboozled on these TikTok streets, okay? And don't forget, you guys, we do have our live coaching call tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We do those every single Thursday, okay? Every Thursday we do our live coaching calls, every Thursday. We also have book clubs on Sundays, okay? Any more questions before we get out of here? All right, fair enough. Timer's about to go off. All right, fair enough. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me for the... I think it was 5 of y'all who joined. I'm hopping in now. For those of you guys who didn't, listen, keep doing what you're doing, but no more pity parties. No more complaining, no more venting, no more feeling sorry for ourselves, no more confusion. The opportunity was presented to you. You didn't take action. That's your choice, but then do not be confused, okay? All right. I enjoyed you guys. Have an amazing Thursday. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. For those of y'all who joined, I'm hopping in now. You'll see a message with me in the next few minutes. For those of you guys who didn't, I'll see you next time.